turns the game into decision-making chaos. As this is thrown, it's an easy steal. Prevents him from being the great decision maker that he is.
The scoring factory on three. 1, 2, 3, scoring factory.
What's going on, everybody? Coach Kevin with the Scoring Factory, back with episode 22 of our breakdown series. Today we're talking about double teaming the post, so let's get right into it. Post offense is becoming a lost art, but elite post scorers are more dangerous now than ever. And when you face a player that can score 1.1 to 1.3 points per possession with their back to the basket, you can't just guard them one-on-one. Guys like Jokic, Giannis, Wemby, they collapse an entire defense. And that's why doubling the post has quietly become one of the most effective modern defensive adjustments. So today, we're breaking down how teams double the post, the three main types of doubles, and why this strategy still works at the highest levels despite spacing and elite passing. Doubling the post works because the math still favors the defense. Even great post players and great passers struggle to make perfect reads through congestion. A double a lot of times forces higher arcing passes, late clock decisions, rushed kickouts, and non-rhythm threes. Also, post players hate being surprised, so doubles disrupt their footwork, their timing, their touch, and their balance. Also, normally if there's a post player getting doubled, that's their star, and by doubling, you shift the offense away from their star. So in most cases, defenses are happy turning a dominant post scorer into a facilitator. Doubling turns the game into decision-making chaos, and the defense controls the chaos by dictating when to double, who rotates, who takes the low man, and who closes out. The most common and probably the safest way to double the post is from the passer. So watch this clip from the Suns' most recent game against the Spurs and Wembanyama. As this ball gets entered into Wemby, what we're going to see is the double come from the passer. Now, as that double comes, Booker is going to rotate up to take the passer, and then we're playing with our two defenders on the backside against these three Spurs offensive players. So it's an easy read for Wemby to get this ball back out, but it accomplishes the goal, which is get the ball out of Wemby's hands. So now, as Booker rotates, as soon as this defensive player sees that the ball is gone, he needs to rotate out to the corner as everybody else slides up. Okay, so he rotates away. The ball is re-entered to Wemby again. So we're going to see another double coming from the passer and Booker here. So as Booker doubles, again, rotation up, and now this defender is responsible for our two offensive players on the backside. Now, this is an aggressive double, and watch as Wemby takes a retreat dribble into the corner. As soon as that happens, both of these defenders can get close to or over the midline because the only available pass to an open player is for Wemby to skip it all the way across the court to McLaughlin, which is what he tries to do. But when you're playing someone like Wembanyama, you are okay with him giving the ball up and skipping the ball across the court, and they end up getting a contested three. And that's a great defensive possession by the Suns using a safe form of doubling the post. The second way that teams like to double the post is off of a cutter. So watch this clip. As this ball gets thrown, what a lot of coaches will teach is to not stand after you throw it into the post. So whether that's a screen away in a split action or a cut down the middle, the idea is you don't want the double to be easy for the defender. So as this ball is thrown in, Patty Mills is going to immediately cut downhill. But what we're going to do is Klay Thompson is going to take a couple steps to guard the initial cut. But what ends up happening is that Durant steps up to take the cut as Klay is going to go double the post. What this does is it keeps the double unexpected. Aldridge has already put the ball down and is trying to go to work, and he is not ready for a double to come. This delays the double, and it lets the big put the ball on the floor first. That way, once it's picked up, they can't do anything but try to make a pass. And when you have athletes on the backside, you're playing 3-on-4, but a lot of times you can zone up and one can guard two, and typically the big isn't your best passer. So as this is thrown, it's an easy steal. The last and most aggressive way to double the post is the double from the baseline. And this is typically used against bigs like Jokic, who are elite passers. If you double from the top of the key, they're going to be able to make the right read and make the right pass. So the goal is to make this double as surprising and deceiving as possible. So this is typically used with either full deny or three-quarter deny defense. And as the ball is thrown over the top, the double is going to come from the baseline. In this case, it's Austin Reeves. Jokic is going to catch it, and really this should be a charge, but he's going to take a contested layup here, and that's not a shot that he really wants to get, but it prevents him from being the great decision maker that he is. Take a look at this clip. LeBron is in full deny. Now, Jokic is elite enough that he's going to be able to work himself around and catch this ball. LeBron does do a good job of making Jokic catch it at the three-point line, which means he has a lot of ground to cover before he's in a comfortable position to post up. So as he starts to back LeBron down, we are not going to see an aggressive double come from the top side because Jokic is looking. You can see his vision is out here to see if he can make any of these passes. Where the double is going to come from is the baseline. So watch, as Jokic starts to back down, LeBron strategically starts to play up the line, forcing Jokic to spin to what he thinks is going to be an open layup. But what he doesn't know is that Luka is coming from the other side and Rui is also coming. Really, this turns into a triple team, but what it does is it surprises Jokic and he does not have a lot of time to make the read that he wants to make in order to throw this pass right here to Westbrook or this pass to the corner. It is a surprising double, or in this case, triple team. And while it's risky, it does take away some of the best playmakers' time to make those plays. Doubling the post works because modern post-ups take time to develop and defenses can coordinate doubles before the big is set. Also, offenses often plan non-shooters in the dunker's spot, and these doubles punish poor spacing. Additionally, doubling targets rhythm more than percentage, and even great shooters don't make as many shots when they receive late passes, off-target passes, the catch isn't clean, and their footwork is sped up. Finally, doubling creates predictable rotations for the defense. You eliminate player choice and you force the offense to play your chess match. Doubling the post isn't just a defensive gimmick, it's a fully coordinated system. Done right, it can completely remove a team's most efficient scoring option. So I hope this gave you a clearer look into why doubling the post is still one of the most effective defensive tools in basketball, even in today's spacing era. Whether you double from the passer, from a cutter, or from the baseline, the goal is the same. Take away elite post scoring and force teams into late clock, uncomfortable decisions. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment what you want to see next. Follow us on our social medias at The Scoring Factory, and as always, I will see everybody in the next video.